up, everybody? I'm Riley.
And I'm Joan.
And you're listening to
Anyway.
Clink. And we're in the new place.
We are. Welcome to Anyways in our apartment.
Yeah. We just added this couch cover. Got some pillows for spook season.
Just
got a
some
pumpkin.
nice smashing pillows. Our duck still here.
Jonas.
Wonderful art
Yes.
by our old sweet mate.
Kiana.
Miss Kiana.
It's up there. Joan is soaking her feet underneath us as we speak. Oh, a little drip.
Respect
Cute.
the drip.
Respect the drip. Anyways, so yeah, we're back again. After 6 months of quarantine.
With our shenanigans and tomfoolery, like always.
As always.
As always. Riley, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm having some 1984 Chinese oolong tea. It's got very earthy notes, very, very, very delicious with a little sprig of honey.
Oh.
How about you?
I'm drinking Wild Child blueberry tea. It's a loose leaf tea because tea bags are bad for the environment. It's very good with a very satisfying smell. I'm assuming you put a lot of honey in this.
I put 2 spoons.
Yeah, I smell it. I look forward to drinking it. Let's see.
Your tea is naturally sweet though.
Wow! Yes, it is.
Use some of your foot water to dilute it.
Using my foot water.
You want me to put some water in there?
No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. We're like
That good stuff.
It opens the eyes to the face and the soul.
Okay.
All right. So with that, we're going to get on to our first topic.
Yes. Stay tuned because we have a special surprise for you guys at the end.
So Riley, quarantine summer, first time experience. How was yours?
How was mine? I'd say it was very, we'll say, eye-opening, reflective, and I'd say mellow, because it just kind of stayed the same pretty much in terms of like activity, of course, but just in general, it was pretty mellow, but it wasn't too bad for me. I really, like I said, I mean, it was like a lot of like reflection and just thinking and wandering in this brain. And I think it was very beneficial for me. So I love to say I did benefit a little bit from being in quarantine, I'll have to say.
Nice. Good. I'm glad.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Clap, clap, clap.
Clink, clink. Let's clink to that one, guys.
Clink
to growth.
Clink to growth in quarantine. So, there you go.
There we
it is,
go.
folks.
You grab my scrunch. Okay, I'm listening. How about you, Joan?
I had it was actually kind of busy. I worked all summer, so it was busy, kept me on my toes quite a bit. But I mean, I didn't get to go anywhere, so we just found things to do at home and our own little adventures. Lots of fun. Lots of crafts. Did a lot of crafting. A lot of gardening.
Did you build something?
Did I build something?
Yeah. For your classroom, did you make something for your class? Like a desk or something?
Sure. I don't remember.
Okay. Well,
I'll probably remember after this episode or like halfway through it.
Okay.
What did I build?
Like shelving or something? I thought you put together something.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Oh, I put together a bookcase. Yes.
There you go.
I did put together a bookcase.
How did I remember that?
Because that happened so long ago. There's so many other things that happened between there. Then and now.
Well.
Wow.
Okay.
But yes, I did put together a bookcase. It was very nice. It was a cool bookcase too. I'm proud of it. Very proud of it.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Clink to productivity at work.
Clink. You guys like that?
Make sure to comment below your summer in quarantine and let us know a little bit of what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your favorite tea flavor. Or both.
Yes, both is good.
Both is good.
Comment if you know what movie that's from. Alright, moving on. So now that class has started, what's it like being an upperclassman now?
We are upperclassmen. Go juniors. Go class of 2022.
We'll see.
Stop. Yeah, it's a time. I genuinely, like, to me, this school year has, anytime somebody says juniors, I'm just like, who? Because this just feels like sophomore year part 2 to me. Like, I just feel like it's just a continuation. Because technically, aren't we still on spring break?
Yeah, I mean, I never came back from spring break, so. Did the school year end?
Well, I guess our summer was spring break. Because everyone's like, back to school.
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe we need to talk about that. Anyways, yeah. It just feels like, I don't know. It feels, I don't know. I feel like I'm floating.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I get that.
Yeah.
You're just kind of.
Just out there. Maybe I bump into something. Maybe I don't. I'm just like.
A bubble.
Like a balloon.
Oh, a balloon.
I might hit a tree. I might hit a bird. But pretty much I'm just floating in the air. Yeah.
Could be windshield. Power line.
Somebody could just let go at any time. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Well, that got dark real quick. Is there a flashlight in here? Anyway, I agree with your floating kind of thing. All my showcase buddies, we're like every time, because we're now the directors in the directing class that we used to be the actors in, and so it's like, I don't know, it's weird because we're just kind of like, oh well, yeah, we know how to do this exercise because we were in it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I'm not the actor. I'm the director now.
Yeah, you have the creative vision.
Exactly, and it's kind of scary, but I'm very excited.
The big dogs.
Big kids on campus.
Nice.
But yeah, that is definitely something that I think is kind of like a mind-blowing thing. It's like, I know baby anymore. I know where to get my groceries from. I know where to get my oil changed at. I'm not wandering around. You know? Live in an apartment.
You're right.
Big kids.
Look at that. We have art on the walls. That's a big kid kind of thing to do.
Big kids.
And just like things, you know?
Big kids have things.
A
we have a centerpiece.
Two
centerpieces. We have
and
holiday
pillows.
decor.
And a couch cover.
We're big kids.
These are big kid purchases.
We have a food schedule that hasn't been updated in a while, but it's there.
We have to update it for when we have you know. I'm envisioning a chicken roast. I'm envisioning some type of chicken.
Okay.
Because I bought mashed potatoes and Bob Evans mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. This is me holding them. Sides, but like I have no main dish, so I told Joan she can make a main dish and I have the sides. So that is what we're gonna have. I just envision chicken, but feel free to make whatever you want.
I should have noticed it. Is that caffeinated? I feel like it's caffeinated. We'll have a chicken roast. It'll be okay. That's another thing for big kid decisions is when you go grocery shopping, you're like, oh, I'll eat this later. Because it'll be like a nice side. Or like, oh, I need a vegetable. I'll eat this vegetable. And then you don't eat that vegetable. Or you find it like 2 weeks later and you're like, oh.
Me with these apples. Because I honestly wasn't even going to get them.
Eat them.
You will?
Yes.
Oh, please do it.
My goodness.
Thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
It's in our roommate agreement. I'll eat whatever you need me to.
Thank you. Really appreciate that one.
Speaking of roommate agreements, after filling them out for 2 years now, Riley decided to write, we'll talk about it as our answer to everything.
Was it? Okay. Wasn't that? Didn't we agree?
And then she got
we'll
tired.
Talk about it?
And then she got tired of writing, we'll talk about it. She drew an arrow down as in she's filled in the rest of them with the same.
Well, I mean, I put a disclaimer on the roommate agreement to the RA, being like, hey, we live together, don't freak out. We'll be fine,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't even seen our RA. That's the
Doesn't
good
matter.
thing about living here. You don't have to worry about
I
it.
thought you were gonna say quarantine. We're just like, well, can't come in contact with you, so what are we gonna do?
Well, that too.
Oh no, don't get in the water. Anyway, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with the new school year, and as we just talked about quarantine and all that worry going on, what is blended schedules like as a dance major?
Blended schedules, honestly, it's a little better than it was like immediately after spring break, because I think we were just kind of scrambling. But I think everybody was just kind of like, oh, we gotta get a curriculum some kind of way. Do this thing. Which was fine. Like, it all worked out how it did. And, like, you know, shout out to our teachers for making it work with that last, like, month of school that we had left. But I think it's a little better just because this way, like, for me, people have an option to take class in person or online. And, like, all of them are hybrid. But I'm doing all of my morning classes all online. And then so I go into the studios twice a week, and they're, like, condensed down. There's wipes and hand sanitizer everywhere. So I only go into the studios twice a week for my in-person classes. So I still get to, like, be physical and, like, get some technique. But also, in between those days, alternating, we have online Zoom room classes, what they call it. Mm-hmm. And which is quite nice, because we've been able to have more teachers because of that. Like, we were able to, like, afford people because we don't have to, like, fly out guest artists and, like, give them a place to stay and pay for their food. So that's been cool. So I would say that is a benefit, is just having more teachers that I get to work with within this experience. So yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty chill.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
Mm-hmm.
I also agree with theater and stuff. We're just split into groups and sections, and so, like, I'm group A for one class, but I'm also group B for another class. So some days group A meets in class and then group B meets online. And honestly, I was a little scared about it, but I'm liking it. I think it's kind of nice to just have the ability where if someone does get sick, it's not like a complete shock for everyone to go online, you know? No one has to freak out or anything like that. We just log on to Zoom that day or whatever, you know? And as Riley experienced the other day, I had a scream in one of my classes, and I was a little worried that someone was going to call the police on our dorm because there's some chick just screaming in here. But it didn't happen, so I mean, there you go. Acting exercises in the real world. Mm-hmm. No one called the cops on me.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It's different from the dorm we were in, because it was a whole bunch of theater majors. If somebody did something weird, then it's like, oh, this is just how the culture, you know?
We'll say I know we've talked about it before, there's been no running in this dorm. We are on the highest floor, so we have no upstairs neighbors. However, we have realized we are both very clumsy, and I've fallen multiple times, so we apologize to our downstairs neighbors. And everyone else in the building who can hear us crash. And I've fallen off my bed twice.
Off your bed?
Twice.
You didn't tell me that.
I told you the other day.
You fell off your bed?
It's like a trip in motion. Where, like, one foot's in a blanket and the other foot's in the air. And I just kind of... Except... It's okay.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
I've never fallen off my bed. I've definitely been assaulted by my bed.
Why don't you go ahead and talk about that a little bit?
No! These stupid bed frames. I keep kicking my knee into it, or my foot. I can't, ouch. That's all I'm gonna say. But I drop stuff. I'm not really tripping as much. But I will drop my cell phone. I was like, that's quite loud. I'm so sorry. I just, like, pat the ground. I'm like, I'm sorry, neighbors. I hope your head's okay.
We'll have to get them something nice as a sorry for our clumsiness.
I still never gave them a note. Like, hey guys, we could just do that all on the same day. Just be like, hey guys, like, we know we're like
the clumsiest people.
So here's our thanks. I hope you're chill.
We are so sorry.
Yeah. Room blank.
Anyways, good time, blended schedules, downstairs neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
All that much fun.
Yes.
All that fun and so much more.
Oh, much fun.
Anyways.
Oh, what fun it is to ride. I was like, isn't there a song that goes like that? Yeah, it's
Spooky
Jingle Bells.
season.
Okay, well,
We can't sing Jingle Bells till November 1st. Thought that was the rule.
Okay. I'll cancel it out by singing Spooky Scary Skeletons. Shivers down your spine. So it crosses it out.
Alright, so speaking of arts online, we're just gonna... Anyways, speaking of arts online, Riley and I got to see our first... Was it your first online show?
Yeah.
Yeah, our first all online live show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
virtual Broadway production. Yes.
Called Our Offering, and
Yes.
it was amazing.
Created by Sis, who
Yes.
used to go here.
Mm-hmm.
So she's an alum.
I got to work with her in a show one time.
Yeah, and it was a really cool cast. It's about community and family and
individuality.
Yeah, it was just a really cool show centered by POC and queer bodies, actors and actresses, and it was just a really cool show. And they're having another screening this Sunday, September 13th, and it's free. You can send donations, but it's in Sis also has a organization called TNG Project, which is the Next Generation Project, which is to provide resources for trans and non-binary people of color. So the show kind of is in a collaboration with that, because the donations, it's through the organization, so the donations go towards that foundation. But watching the show is free. It's great. I'd recommend it. It's got a great cast.
Like we said, it's a free Broadway show.
Yeah.
And it has lots of amazing stars in it, but two of the recent stars in it.
Yeah, because they have Andrew Barth Feldman, who is the youngest Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway, and then Renee Rapp, who is Regina in Mean Girls, Jalen Josie, who played Pearl in the original Broadway cast of SpongeBob, the musical. So, I mean, there's, big dog names in there.
There are. It's really good. Mm-hmm. It made me cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That can be the cover photo on Instagram. It's just me going.
Mm-hmm. I saw that video.
It's a great video.
I will put that.
I'm a crier for a good movie. What was it? Almost made me cry. I've never seen the prequels to Star Wars. I'm sorry, I love Star Wars, but I had never seen the prequels. So my boyfriend and I, he decided to make me watch them because he likes them. So I was like, okay, I've never seen them. Tell me why. This is not a spoiler alert because it came out in 2002. So, spoiler alert, I guess. But Anakin Skywalker's mom's dying. And it's this really emotional, tense scene. And he's cradling, holding her. And she's like, Annie. And she goes, I'm complete. And I was like, oh man, this is sad. His mom's about to die. The tears start welling up. And then tell me why. She literally, hold my body.
Okay.
She literally, my feet are still in water. She's like this. And then she goes, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? That has got to be the worst on-screen death ever. She literally said, she was this beautiful moment. She goes, she did it back then.
The way you just flopped right now. It's funnier because her feet are still in the water. So she's just planted right here and then moved.
But that's exactly what she did. Right? I swear she just said, and I was and all those tears said, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I was like,
get back in there, dear.
Why? Oh. Anyway.
Don't people not like the prequels?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why
maybe that's why.
Maybe
that's
all
why.
Anakin's mom's fault. No,
Yeah,
there are a lot
sense.
of people. I understand why they don't like them. Because I didn't watch it when it came out, and I didn't wait 30 years for them to come out. You know. I kind of watched it from a different point of view, but I completely understand all the people, including my parents, who don't like the prequels. I understand. Empire Strikes Back will forever be the best Star Wars movie, but that's besides the point.
Empire Strikes Back is very good. We just watched it over quarantine. Yeah, my dad was like, "We're gonna have a movie night," because he's the one that just loves Star Wars in the family. So he was just like, "We're gonna have a movie night. Daddy's choice. We're watching Empire Strikes Back, and you guys all need to watch it." He said specifically, "Riley, you need to watch this movie so that when you have movie discussions at college, you know what you're talking about."
Thanks, Perry.
Thanks, Daddy.
Thanks, Perry. Because, yes, Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars. I'm going to have a heated discussion on my phone later because my mom's going to watch this and she's going to be like, A New Hope.
Ooh.
Nope. But maybe in a different universe.
It just might be.
Tell you what it wasn't, The Phantom Menace. All right. So, anyways, talking about movies. Riley, what movie did you watch over quarantine that you liked the most, and what song really got you through quarantine?
Oh geez. What did I watch over quarantine? I had a list of films, actually, because I just I have all this time, but I really only watched a couple. I know I watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I've seen before, but it's been a while, so I just feel, Atlantis! Yes! Atlantis!
We love Atlantis.
Dude!
So
and then I watched Treasure Planet as well. And I just was like, these movies are slept on. But Atlantis really for me. Because I feel like it needs a live action. Like, I feel like it would be really good live action. Visually?
I'm kind of at a mixed point because I don't want them to ruin it. You know?
Okay.
There's always that worry recently where it's like, you're just going to ruin it. You know? So... we'll see what happens, I guess.
I think I would like it just because, in the film, they don't really explore the world of Atlantis as much. It's more so the adventure of getting there. And then the fight scene at the end when they're trying to leave is, the bulk of the movie. Or at least that's kind of what it is. They don't really spend much time in, Atlantis and its history. And I feel like they could do that more, or at least give more of, a background, and also how Milo gets into Atlantis, because he talks about how his grandfather wanted to try and find the city, but nobody believed him, and that's why he's still doing it. But just well, why did he? I don't know. I just feel like they could dig a little deeper in a live action film, as well as getting to see those visuals of the city. I think that'd be cool. I don't know, just getting to dig a little deeper. And then if Disney takes it, then they get to make an Atlantis themed park, which would also be really cool.
Disney already owns Atlantis. Atlantis,
no, that's what I'm saying. Because since it is a Disney film, they could make a park.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Over the film. You know what I mean? How they have their Avatar world. Yeah.
Their Avatar world is pretty cool. I did not like the movie Avatar, but I like the world. It was pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. What song got you through quarantine, Miss Riley?
I listen to a lot of jazz music. I think... still like jazz. I like old sounding music. Vintagey. One song I kind of had it on repeat for the past year, but it's called Social Call by Benny Benack III, featuring Veronica Swift. That's my favorite jazz song. That one's new, contemporary. But an older song I have been listening to, Marilyn Monroe's Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
That's a good one.
It's quite a fun tune. So
yes. I agree with that. I like Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. That was a good song. Oh, it's one of those ones that I kind of forget about, and then I hear it, and I'm like, it's a banger. It's a banger. I'm gonna pick an old Broadway song, or Broadway show tune for my song too. Okay. Since I like Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. That was a good pick.
So what film for you?
Which film for me? I'm gonna have to say. Trying to remember the name of it now. I see it. I literally don't remember the name of it. It's an older movie that I hadn't seen quite yet, but I finally made my way to it. And it was amazing. But I don't remember what it was called, so I'll pick a different one.
Okay.
There's pick a
If you
different one.
remember, I'll put it in the description of this video.
There you go.
Okay.
One movie that I did watch more than once, which was already more than I watched the first one, was Frozen 2. I hadn't seen it, and so I finally watched it, and it was actually pretty good.
It definitely is more like, I don't know, like mature in terms of like the storyline.
I think so.
And,
yeah. It's a lot darker.
It is.
But I appreciated that they gave Anna some character development, just a little bit. Just a little bit. She needed a little something to edge her character. And then I liked what they did with Kristoff because he was already my favorite character. And Sven, those guys were good. Olaf was cute as always. And like, here's my thing. Elsa's good and she's got a great voice. And I love Idina Menzel more than probably a lot of other Broadway actors and actresses.
Interesting. Did not know that.
I like Idina Menzel, man. I'm not ashamed of it. But I don't know. Elsa is just, I don't know. She seems a little dramatic for my taste. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Where it's like nothing is ever right. It's like, oh, something else is wrong. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Go to therapy also.
Let's talk about it. Why don't you talk to your sister about it and maybe things will get better? Wow, I just solved all of Frozen 2. Anyway, for my old Broadway show tune, I'm gonna have to pick the classic from Music Man.
Oh, near and dear to the heart.
Near and dear to the heart. It's an oldie but a goodie. I'm gonna choose Bells on a Hill.
Okay.
Have you heard that one?
I have not.
You should listen to it. It's a really cute one that Marion and Harold sing separately, and then they sing it together. It's really
cute.
Great.
I like it.
Is
I'm
that
actually
called
gonna
Bells
pick
on a
something
Hill?
from Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh.
I like Put
Bye
on
Bye
a Happy
Birdie.
Face.
Put on a Happy Face is good. I could have picked Make 'Em Laugh. I do like Make 'Em Laugh from Singing in the Rain. That's a great movie. If you've never seen Singing in the Rain, you need to watch Singing in the Rain. Even if you're like, ew, I hate musicals.
I hate musicals.
I hate musicals.
The accent.
That one is a really good movie. It's so good.
I think it might be on Xfinity, perhaps, maybe.
Probably is. It was on Hulu for a bit. Everyone's got Hulu now.
Yeah. Sure do.
Sure do. Alright, so at the beginning of this video we said that we had some fun special announcements to talk about. Red, you wanna kick those off? You want me to?
Yeah. I think you should.
Alright, so as you guys know, in a few weeks,
My tea's empty.
it's October. You already finished yours?
I did. Well, I have a smaller cup than you.
That's true.
Okay.
It's October, which is Spooktober, which is spooky season time. So we're going to do some fun things this season to kind of enhance your experience through Spooktober. We'll still do our Inktober stuff like we always do, just for fun, because neither of us are artists. We're going to do movie suggestions for each day kind of thing, or at least one a week, so that if you run out of scary movies to watch, you can watch some of our favorites. And then last but not least, costumes. There is a chance we will be dressing up for this. So stay tuned. It's going to be great. Right? It's going to be spooky. That was the movie I was trying to think of. It's not an old movie, but it was a movie that I had forgotten how much I love. The original Addams Family.
Yes!
I
I literally
watched
was
it.
thinking about that.
It was so good. I was like, I forgot how much I like this movie.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Are
I'll
we
tell you
an
something
acapella
later.
group now?
Are we? Savannah?
Anyways, acapella group.
Yes. I'll tell you something later. I just thought about it. I might have another surprise for y'all. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up down below and even subscribe to our channel. Hit the little bell to get alerts whenever we have new content out. I think that's it, isn't it?
But wait, we actually have a surprise because over quarantine.
I forgot about the surprise.
Yeah, over quarantine, we were like, what's something fun that we could do while we're apart. So we found a Mad Libs on the internet that was like COVID themed. And basically, we made a little skit. Joe narrated it. Me and my sister acted in it. And so we will be doing our live reeling of it right now. And I will be watching it right now, and then I will post the full video up on our channel. So if you guys want to watch it, you can watch it yourself too. But yeah.
I totally forgot about that surprise.
Thanks for watching though.
Thanks for watching.
Alright, y'all. So I tried to get the stream to work and something in the settings is messed up. So we're just gonna watch it how it is now. Like I said, this is going to be up on our YouTube channel. If you want to look at it. And yeah, I guess here we go. Let me move this up to the side. This is COVID Dreams.
Alright, COVID Dreams, a Mad Lib. I've been having the most action-packed dreams lately. Last night, I dreamed I was in a closet with a succulent and a small bottle of hand sanitizer. It was really hot inside. I couldn't get out, so I decided to explore a bit and found a group of bears playing Mancala together. They asked me if I wanted to join, so I did. We were only playing for a little bit before I heard a spooky sound behind me. I turned around to see a little girl coming towards me. We became fast friends and rode magic carpets together through a field of blue water until the sun set. Then we drank iced coffee by the campfire and roasted apples while singing songs about campfires and sea bears. I guess our singing was pretty good because at one point a music producer named Gustavo appeared and asked us if we were interested in singing a record deal. We agreed under the condition that the album cover would feature a rubber ducky wearing a unicorn horn while swimming in a sink. He agreed enthusiastically. We were all celebrating together when suddenly everything around me turned red. I was falling, and for some reason I couldn't stop yelling "rubber ducky" over and over again. Right as I was about to land on the bed of ballet slippers, I woke up, and I have a feeling today is going to be a spooky day.
A spooky day.
Very on theme, very on brand.
I loved it.
Shout out to Joan for narrating. Shout out to Maya for
Acting.
being in it. Shout out to Gustavo for being a feature.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, man, had a great time. I literally edited this today, so that's why there's no music or sound effects. But maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
We'll see.
But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for anyways. Bye-bye.
Bye.